What is up, everybody out there? Aaron here with another deck profile. Now, okay, this deck is, yes, gonna be Fabled and the Darkworlds. So yeah, combine them both. They're very, very creative to do. Now, in this deck, I am gonna be running them with a synchro with Formula Synchron. You need Formula Synchron to create Shooting Star Dragon. So, not just Shooting Star Dragon, but there is a way to make Shooting Quasar Dragon. So in this deck, I'll be running it where there is a possible way to bring out Shooting Star Dragon and Shooting Quasar Dragon. So, yes, here we go. Fabled Grimro. Fabled Grimro is, whenever you have a Fabled on the field, you can search for, you can throw this away, search for any Fabled card you want. Most likely, there are no Fabled Magic and Trap, so let's just search for a Fabled monster. So, that's Fabled Grimro. Chris, Fabled Chris. When this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Fabled from the graveyard, return it back to the field. So it's like a Master Reborn. Fabled Cerebro. So yeah, a tuner. When this card is sent to the graveyard, discard it, special summon it. Kashana, discarded to the graveyard, special summon it. When it is special summoned, it gains 200 attack, so basically it becomes 18. When it is destroyed, remove it from play, unless it was normal summoned. It'll just become at 16. Kushano. When this card is in the graveyard, which most likely you're going to want in the graveyard, even though if it's a tuner, discard one Fabled monster to the graveyard except Fabled Kushano. Add this card from your graveyard, add it to your hand. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna discard a Fable, special summon that Fable, get Kushano back to your hand. A little combo. Now these are the cards you're gonna need to make Formula Synchron. You're gonna need the Chawa and you're gonna need the Luri. These make a level 2, but here's the reason why. Luri, when discarded, special summon it. The Chawa, you can discard one Fabled monster and this special summon the Chawa. So that's almost like if you were to take away these two, they get special summon, synchro to make your Formula Synchron. Simple as that. Now the Darkworlds. Okay, you got the Darkworld Snow. When discarded by a card effect, search for anything that's called Darkworld. You got the Brow. When discarded, sent to the graveyard, draw another card. One silver, one gold. Not that bad to have. Of course, 23 attackers. When discarded to the graveyard by a card effect, they get special summoned. And then most likely the boss monster of all Darkworlds is the Grappa. When discarded by a graveyard, destroy one card your opponent controls on the field. Now when it is in the graveyard, if you have a Darkworld monster on the field, you can place that Darkworld monster, put it back to your hand, special summon the Grappa. Now, okay, the Gates of Darkworld, field spell card. All fiend type monsters gain 300 attack. Some of the Darkworlds are fiends. Not all of them. Now, if you want to, the effect is once per turn, banish one fiend type monster from your graveyard, discard one fiend type monster from your hand, put it to the graveyard, draw another card. So that's almost like discarding, special summon, put it back to your hand to get Grapha. By a card effect, you're gonna draw one, but then for browse effect, draw another card. By a card effect, search for any Darkworld, and then also works for the, like if you say Crus, yeah, discard it to the graveyard, you're gonna draw your card, but then the effect of Crus, special summon one. Special summon. So yeah, that's Gates of Darkworld. You're gonna want to run Darkworld Dealings, discard a card, draw a card, discard a card. So that works for Darkworlds and the Fables. You're just gonna discard. Card destruction. Each player discards their entire hand, then draw that many cards of how many you threw away. And then yes, if it was like, let's say you threw away 4 cards, but then one of them was the brow, you would draw 5 cards. Anytime the snow is discarded, yeah, you search. Anytime discarded, destroy. It works for any. Even the Fables. Now most likely if Fabeled is thrown away by that card effect, doesn't work. So, of course, yeah, then just Raigeki, Dark Hole. Foolish Burial you're going to want to have because you want to discard already the Grapha in the graveyard, or you can throw away the Kashano. The reason why Grapha is because you want Grapha in your graveyard already to do the effect. Oh, special summon. Then we got the compulsories. Target one monster on the field, goes to the graveyard, goes back to their hand, including yours if you want to, but most likely you don't. Quake and Mirror Force. When an opponent declares an attack, all monsters get face down permanently. Mirror Force. An attack happens, destroy all monsters, face all monsters, and then Storming. All monsters go back to their hand. Now, okay, the extra deck. Formula Synchron. When it is synchro summoned, you get an extra draw. It's only for that turn. So, Formula Synchron. The other thing about Formula Synchron is you can synchro on your opponent's turn, and it is a synchro tuner. So it's a tuner and a synchro monster. So, yeah, a cool thing. Even if you wanted to, when your opponent would special summon a monster or play a monster, you can synchro on your turn. TG Librarian. When it is synchro summon, every single time anytime a synchro summoning would happen, rather on your opponent's turn or your turn, as long as this is on the field, draw one card. Fabled Reagan. You need a Fabled tuner. If you have 1 or less cards in your hand, draw that until you have 2 cards. So if you just have 1 and you have Fabled Reagan, when it is synchro summon, draw another card. If you have no cards and you summoned out, you synchro summon Fabled Reagan, draw 2 cards. And then with Librarian out, if you had just 1 card, you synchro summon into Fabled Reagan, well then Reagan, draw you 1 card so you have 2 cards, and then Hyper Librarian, draw another card because there was a synchro summoning on the field. The Rockstar. Any tuner you want, When this card is destroyed, draw a card. Black Rose Dragon. Synchro Summon. Just you can destroy all monsters on the field. So most likely, yeah, if you just had rather your Formula Synchron, if you wanted to on your opponent's turn, anytime they would do anything or activate anything, fine, Synchro Summon on your opponent's turn, Black Rose Dragon, blow up the entire field. Little combo thing you can do. Fabled Valkyries. You need a Fabled tuner. Once per turn, you can discard one Fiend monster, then draw a card. Another thing. Okay, if you have Kashano in the graveyard, and you have Fabled Valkyries, but then you can do this, watch. You won't even have to use the Valkyries effect yet. You can go into just send away the Crus, get the Kashano right back because you're using Kashano's effect. When discarded to the graveyard, you can special summon any other Fabled, and then do the effect of Valkyries because you must discard a Fiend. Here you go, Fiend. Then you draw your card. Little combos you can do. Now, of course, yeah, the Darkworlds are Fiends, but it will not get the effect because it's not done by a card effect. Or yes, it is, but it's a little tricky. But no, they will not get, because it's a cost. When you pay a cost for Darkworlds, you do not get their effect. But with Fables, you do get their effects. Yeah, it is a little tricky, but in the game, no. If you pay a cost for Darkworlds, yes, they do not get the effects, but paying the cost for Fables, they will get their effects. So, yeah. Fabled Librarian. You need a Fabled also. So, discard on the field, destroy it and send to the graveyard. You can select up to 5 Fabled monsters in your graveyard. Add them to your hand. So that's getting whatever you need back. Stardust Dragon. Of course, yeah, whenever any card would be destroyed, you can put Stardust Dragon to the graveyard to negate, and phase goes back to your hand. Now, to do Shooting Star Dragon, you need Stardust Dragon and you need a Synchro Tuner. Formula Synchron. So to play Shooting Star Dragon, you need these out. So if you just had like Stardust Dragon out, but then you made Formula Synchron, and you have it out, draw your card for Formula Synchron, then Synchro Summon into Shooting Star Dragon. It must be a 10. So here's your 10 right here. But you need exactly these two. There is no other Synchro monster you can use. It must be Stardust Dragon and Formula Synchron. Once per turn, you can reveal the 5 top cards from your deck. If any of them were tuners, you can attack for that many times. Now, when your opponent declares an attack, you can select it, then remove this card from play, destroy it. During the end phase, special summon this card that was removed from play back. So it's most likely send away, bring it right back. Reveal the top 5. If any of them were tuners, that's how many times it can attack. If not, then it just attack that once. So you could be lucky. Now, to do Shooting Quasar Dragon, it's a level 12. You must use a Tuner Synchro. So here's a simple way of how to do Shooting Star Dragon. If you just, okay, you are gonna need Formula Synchron, but it's not that hard to make. The easiest way for me to make level 12 is if I have a level 5, and then Formula Synchron. Because there are ways I can make this. So it's like no cards in your hand, but you made Reagan, draw your 2, draw for an extra, Synchro into Shooting Quasar Dragon. So that's how it is for me. Another thing, there's a new rule for that Konami did. Okay. We know that if you were to play Exceed, and then of course this is your, of course, yeah, you can only have your, you know, you must have a direct arrow to where it's pointing to. No, what they did now is you don't really have to play links anymore. If you wish to, you can and place it on your link format. What they did now is that you can go back to doing as many synchros as you want, Exceed, fusions, whatever, and you would still have your, and you want to play. So it's almost like if you made, then of course, yeah, have your others. So it's just like this also. Synchro, synchro, synchro. Shooting Quasar, or you can go into, if you have your Stardust out in the, right there, and you can still play that many synchros. So it's almost like you have Stardust Dragon, Formula Synchronaut, and you still have your other synchros. You can still have them there, except now, okay, Formula Synchron, take out Stardust Dragon, put Shooting Star Dragon right there, and you still have that many. So it's not always now to have, it has to be arrowed, you know, pointed at arrow, and this is where you can only have your synchros, Exceed, or fusion. No, now you can have it. This is just an extra spot now to do this. Because I guess for a while, Yu-Gi-Oh players, they could not handle doing the link format, well, or doing actual link monsters. They just couldn't handle it. So Konami just put it back to, you got that extra space still to do extra, you know, synchro. So yeah, you only have 5 spots. But if you just had like, yes, just a regular monster out, just whatever, but you have this extra spot right here. So of course then, yeah, Darkworld. Okay, let's say Lori was in the graveyard. You have Gates, Chris, Chawa. We'll just start with the little simple one. Okay. So, you play Gates. If you just had these 3 cards. Okay, you can use Chawa's effect. Discard, discard, special summon the Chawa, special summon the Luri. Synchro summon into Formula Synchron. Draw your 1 card, whichever it is. That's a simple little one. Or if it was just, okay, okay, yeah, and you had, let's just say 4 cards now. You had your Grimro. And Lori's in the graveyard. Well then, okay. Discard, discard, special. Special. Now, you do not want to synchro summon yet, but you want to search. So, send away your Grimro. Search from most likely you want to, your, yeah, Ganasha. But here's the thing, you haven't even normal summoned yet. Summon out your Ganasha, synchro summon into Formula, and you have this out. But remember, you must need a Fabeled, so you can't really go into a level 5 except possibly just Librarian. Synchro summon into a Librarian. Card destruction. If you have these four, card destruction, discard, 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 discard. Here's the thing. You special summon, destroy a card your opponent controls, special summon. Now, synchro summon, Reagan. Draw your two. Let's say if there was these two. Next thing, put Silva right back. Put Grapha right back. Special, special, special. Synchro to make a level 2. So you go into your Formula Synchron. Draw your extra. Let's say if it was, yeah, Gates. Gates. Remove a field. So remove a fiend. So there's a fiend. Remove. Discard. Special. And yeah, you have this out. If nothing happened but you drew into a Kashano, if maybe you just wanted to summon, nothing happened, this is a synchro. Stardust Dragon, synchro. Shooting Star Dragon. You still have your Grapha, you still have your Silva. Now you have Kushano in your graveyard. But if you have the Cerebral, okay, and you have Shooting Star out, okay, you have this out. Let's say, okay, your draw was Cerebral, you're gonna discard it because of Kushano. Kushano, back to your hand. You special summon the Cerebral. So you have this out. Here's the thing. Synchro summon. A Leviathan. And you have Kushano. Silva, right back. Grapha on the field. You haven't done Gates yet. Remove. Discard. You can discard any because they're fiends. Maybe, yeah, just Silva. Special summon the Silva. So, your 5 cards right there. And still you haven't tried the effect of Shooting Star Dragon. So reveal your 5 cards. So let's just say it was Brow, another Chawa, Ganasha, another Cerebral, and a Grimro. Now, okay, these are the 5 cards you revealed out of the top 5 cards. So, you have 2 tuners. So, you can make 2 attacks with Shooting Star Dragon. So yeah, if you have Librarian out, Reagan, Formula. So if you had no cards in your hand, Reagan, draw your 2. Or let's just say, yes, you were lucky. Put you. So you draw your 2 for Reagan. Draw another for Librarian. Let's just say it was, yeah, Darkworld dealings. Okay. Not even Formula Synchron yet because you did this. Okay. 1, 2. Special, special. Synchro summon into a Formula. Formula. Draw your card. So let's say, yeah, it was the Darkworld dealings. Librarian, since a Synchro summon was played, draw. Into, let's just say, Snow. Okay then. Maybe Darkworld dealings. And you drew a Gates. Okay. Send away 1. Send away Snow. Search. Maybe you just wanted to draw some more. Okay. And you have Gates. Activate Gates. Banish Snow. Brow. Throw away. Draw your 2. Whichever you could think of. And then yes. 5, 10, 12. Synchro Summon. Shooting Quasar Dragon. And yes, like I said now, the rules are you can have an extra spot to make out of the 5 spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, your 5 spots of monsters. And then your extra one right here. It would be the link of where you can only play links of that one turn, and you must have arrows and must point to. Or you have this extra spot now where you can make up to 6. So you have 6 spots. But right here has to be for the Exceed, Fusion, Synchro, whatsoever. So this was a Fabled Darkworld. And it is possible to do Shooting Quasar Dragon. So, hope you all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll show you more deck profiles later. Peace.